The Rohingya Crisis, 2017-present, persecution of a stateless people. Welcome to the channel. In August 2017, the world watched in horror as one of the most brutal crackdowns in modern history unfolded. The Rohingya people, a predominantly Muslim ethnic group in Myanmar, faced mass killings, sexual violence, and the burning of their villages. Over 700,000 fled to Bangladesh in just months, joining hundreds of thousands already displaced from earlier waves of violence. But what led to this crisis? Who are the Rohingya, and why has their plight been called a textbook example of ethnic cleansing by the UN? This is the story of the Rohingya crisis, from its roots to the ongoing struggle for justice. The Rohingya are a Muslim minority group primarily living in Rakhine State, western Myanmar. Though they have lived there for generations, Myanmar's authoritarian government does not recognize them as citizens. Instead, they are seen as illegal immigrants from Bangladesh, denied basic rights, access to education, and freedom of movement. The 1982 citizenship law excluded them, making them stateless, no rights to vote, travel, or access healthcare and education. Decades of discrimination escalated into violent pogroms in 1978, 1991, and 2012, forcing many to flee. This laid the foundation for one of the worst refugee crises in recent history. On August 25, 2017, the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army, ARSA, a small militant group, attacked police posts. Myanmar's military responded with clearance operations, a systematic campaign of mass killings, rape, and arson. Satellite images showed entire villages burned. Survivors described soldiers gunning down families, throwing children into fires, and gang-raping women. The UN later called it a textbook example of ethnic cleansing. Over 700,000 Rohingya fled across the border to Bangladesh, joining 300,000 already there from past violence. The Kutupalong camp became the world's largest refugee settlement, with over 1 million people in bamboo huts on muddy hills. The global community condemned Myanmar's actions, but meaningful accountability has been limited. In 2019, the Gambia filed a case at the International Court of Justice, accusing Myanmar of violating the Genocide Convention. The ICJ ordered provisional measures to protect the Rohingya, but enforcement remains weak. Meanwhile, countries like Bangladesh bear the brunt of the humanitarian burden, with dwindling international aid and no long-term solution in sight. In Cox's Bazar, refugees live in overcrowded, precarious conditions, dependent on aid, vulnerable to disease, monsoons, and fires. Education and employment opportunities are severely restricted, and hopes of returning home safely are dim. Statelessness continues to strip the Rohingya of identity, rights, and protection. In Bangladesh, the Rohingya face overcrowding, monsoons, landslides, and disease outbreaks. They are barred from formal work or education. Many live on dwindling food rations. Meanwhile, Myanmar's military, which staged a coup in 2021, still refuses to take them back or put an end to the ongoing persecution. In other countries like Malaysia and India, many Rohingya refugees face detention or deportation. In 2019, Gambia sued Myanmar at the International Court of Justice, ICJ, for genocide. Aung San Suu Kyi, once a Nobel laureate, defended the military, shocking the world. Meanwhile, the ICC investigates crimes against humanity. Activists urge governments to cut ties with Myanmar's military and pressure Bangladesh to improve camp conditions. But funding shortages leave refugees in limbo. And with Myanmar's junta in power, accountability seems distant. This is not just a humanitarian tragedy. It is a test of our shared values. The Rohingya crisis reveals the deadly consequences of nationalism, religious intolerance, and political impunity. It raises pressing questions. Can the international community prevent genocide? What happens when people are denied citizenship and humanity? The answers will define the moral credibility of our time. Justice and safe repatriation remain elusive, but hope lies in global pressure, documentation of atrocities, and support for displaced communities. Advocacy matters. Donations to trusted humanitarian organizations can help. Raising awareness keeps the crisis visible because silence enables suffering. If you find this video informative, please like and share it. Subscribe for more content on human rights and global issues. And above all, stay informed, stay compassionate, and never forget the Rohingya.